This is a Nintendo Switch public service announcement from a man with birds. Skip it up and that up. So this is something who grew up with a father who is still to this day a electrical engineer, is something during the summer you see quite a bit with portable devices. I'm saying I've seen it throughout the years. People think that if something's portable, oh, it's meant to stay in my car and bake for hours upon hours on end. It'll be fine. It's portable, right? No, wrong. Especially, I'll talk more about this later, when it's hot and humid. You want to destroy a device? Leave it in a hot, humid area for a few hours. It'll probably still be okay, but there's also a decent chance that it'll be totally wrecked. I've seen it time and time again. Well, Nintendo has put out a warning about the Nintendo Switch because it's summertime. This information comes from Nintendo, Giant Freaking Robot, and comicbook.com. I'll read it to you, then we'll discuss. According to Comic Book, Nintendo has issued a warning about a potential hardware issue caused by external factors like excessive heat. A well-timed warning, considering that much of the United States is going through a heat wave. I can concur. This means that all your gaming consoles, like the current and previous generations of PlayStation and Xbox consoles, or even your PC, are susceptible to overheating, and Nintendo Switch is no exception. The tightly packed internals are also susceptible to overheating, despite the active cooling component, a small cooling fan. Yeah, if you're at a beach house or something and it's 90 degrees, what is that cooling fan going to do? Just push around the hot air? Is it going to cool the hot SoC inside of the Nintendo Switch, that Tegra X1 with more hot air? Yeah, it's not. Another thing that makes Nintendo Switch more susceptible to this problem is the console's portable nature, meaning that it often travels to places other consoles don't. This includes sitting in the beach bag under the hot sun or being left in a car in scorching heat, which I know people that do this all the time. That's why Nintendo had to put out this warning, which would only make the console overheat faster than stationary consoles. So the company urged users to use the console in environments with a temperature range from 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. 95 degrees? Oh, okay. I thought it would have been a lower temperature range you should use it in, but sure. And that's 5 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius for everyone else in the world. And to ensure that the intake and exhaust ports remain uncovered. That should be filed under no kidding, but you know, there's a lot of people who do no kidding things. They also go on to say that, no, this is not a Note 7 situation where Nintendo is going to be recalling Switches. This goes for whether you have a laptop or a Steam Deck. This goes for your Steam Deck, too. If you have an Aya, if you have a GPD Win, like, don't leave them in the car. And it's amazing. I've seen this throughout my entire life, like I said, because of what my dad does for work, where people are like, oh, it's, like I said, oh, my phone, oh, I'm just going to leave it on my passenger seat when it's 95 degrees outside, and I'm going to leave it screen up so the sun goes right on it. Oh, why is my phone not working later? I have no idea. Why is my laptop not working later? Or my Nintendo Switch not working later? I have no idea. Look, the heat, and especially humid heat, because it corrodes components, is one of the worst things. Salt water's worse, but is one of the worst things for electronics, especially with the lithium-ion batteries in them. There's always that chance that they could explode. I'm not talking about that this is a recall Note 7 situation, but you have them in the heat, extreme heat like that in a car, and even if it's like 85 degrees out, you have your windows closed up, in that car, it's going to get hotter. So especially if you're going to the beach or something like that, if you're renting out a house or something like that, put your damn electronics inside. Don't leave them in your trunk where the sun's beating down, because heat and humidity is the worst thing. Cold, okay, yeah, you shouldn't leave your, if like say it's in literally a 20 degrees Fahrenheit day, so super freaking cold. You can leave your phone in the car. You shouldn't, but if you do, not the end of the world. Bring it inside, let it get up to room temperature, then use it. Cold is not as detrimental to electronics, but heat, no. Even though this seems very obvious and there's probably a decent amount of you that are rolling your eyes, I see a lot of people all the time to this day that still leave their electronics in super hot cars, and then they end up breaking and they wonder why. Yeah, heat is bad for components. Keep your components away from the heat. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.